girl, you are the queen.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be detangling my 4C natural hair. I'll be using a DIY homemade detangler. I have a video on it. I'll link it somewhere up here. You can go check it out. And yeah, I hope the whole process will go smoothly as possible because the mixture is super slimy. So I hope it will make my hair soft and easy to work on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Kindly watch to the very end. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and please do leave a sweet comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. So for my DIY detangler, I'm using the okra water, which I had made from scratch just at home using plain water and the cheap okra that I found in the market. That's all that I have in this plastic bottle over here, and that's what I'm going to be using to detangle my hair. I'd already unbraided my hair, and right now I'm just detangling it so as to make the wash day process a little bit easier. I had decided not to detangle it while I was unbraiding it because I wanted to show you a detailed process on how I make sure that I get my hair well detangled after a protective hairstyle. So yeah, this is it. I'm just going to generously lather my hair using the okra water. I'm not going to spare it, and I wished I'd done this in the shower because it's a messy process, but still it's okay because I was outside, it was sunny, and I was just enjoying the breeze and everything. So as you see right here, I'm also loving my hair volume, guys. It's super it's growing out really long and voluminous, which I'm so much in love with it. That's because I really do take care of my hair. And as you see right here, I'm putting my hair out, I'm putting the other sections away, and I do use satin scrunchies, guys. Remember, you have to use something that won't tag on your hair or cause breakage. So you want to use something that is super soft, such as a satin scrunchie, which will just help the hair glide out easily without causing breakage or tangles or what not. And I'm going to be working in sections, as you can see right here. After just putting the water generally, I'm going to work in the sections, also making sure that I put the detangler on the sectioned hair one at a time and just go in. I'm going to be using my fingers to detangle. Yes, I'll first of all go in with my fingers to just detangle, then afterwards I'm going to be using wide tooth comb to detangle, guys. Especially if you have natural 4C hair, we all know how kinky it can get. So never use a comb that is not wide tooth, or never use anything that is small tooth or that doesn't have a lot of space for the tangles or the knots to pass through. Make sure you use a wide tooth comb, or if you don't have a wide tooth comb, your fingers will be the perfect tool to use while detangling. Yeah, so this is me just going ahead doing all that stuff, and I was super amazed at how fast my hair became soft, and the comb just passed through my hair like softly without any barriers to it. And I was amazed because naturally I wouldn't do this on my hair. Even using the wide tooth comb, my hair would be so brittle and all that, but the okra water really helped, and I can vouch for it. Generally the hair tends to break off, or we tend to have a lot of breakage of our hair during the times that we are working on our hair. Let's say during unbraiding the hair or during detangling, like whenever you just have your hair out and you are working on it. So to prevent breakage of the hair while you are unbraiding, let me talk about detangling specifically. To prevent breakage of the hair while you are detangling the hair, just make sure first of all that you are working on a wet hair. You are working on wet hair. Never detangle your hair while it is dry, because when it is dry, it is prone to breakage because it is super brittle, and it will just break off piece by piece, and by that you won't retain a lot of hair, or you won't retain your hair as much, and you won't see growth. So first of all, just make sure you are being gentle go in, remove the knots if you have to, one by one. Just work in sections and make sure that you have a lot of time on your hands while you are working on your hair. Never work on your hair while you are short of time, or if you've started working on your hair then something comes up, just tuck your hair away, come back to it when you have time. Because if you go ahead working on your hair limited time, you will yank your hair out, you will cause a lot of breakage to your poor hair strands and we don't want that. We want to retain our hair length, right? The importance of working on our hair in sections is the fact that it reduces the chances of the hair curling up or the hair like matting up again, because if you work in sections, the tiny bits that you work on, it's well easy for you to put them in a twist and go ahead work in other sections. If you work on your hair without sectioning, it will lead to a lot of curling back up. That will lead to a lot of tangles, and also the knots will form. It will just cause a huge knot. So that's why it's advisable to work on your hair while it is still in sections. It also gives you little hair to work on at a time, right? If you get what I mean. I hope that is self-explanatory. So when next you're working on your hair, or if you go to your hair stylist, just ensure that your hair, you're working on it in sections, be it whether you are washing it, whether you are braiding it. Just have a routine, just a purpose to always work on your hair in sections. Another thing that will really help during the detangling process is to use some sort of a lubricant or a detangler, as I said from the beginning. As for me, in this process, I am using the Okra water that I DIY'd by myself at home. You can just use water, or you can buy the store-bought detanglers, provided it works for you and it provides the slip that you need on your hair. For me, I decided to use the DIY Okra water because it has a lot of benefits to the hair, and it's a DIY stuff. I know what's in there. I didn't add any chemicals or any preservatives. It's so natural. But I'm not saying the store-bought ones are bad. You can go ahead and use them as well. But for me, I just preferred the Okra water. But it's the first time that I'm using the Okra water. I'm always using a store-bought detangler, or maybe at times I use plain water because it also adds moisture to my hair. But I think I prefer the DIY Okra water because it's super slimy, and I also noted that my hair had a lot of slip in it, and the comb was just taking out everything. Like, the process was super smooth compared to when I used plain water. I think I'll be using this DIY detangler from now henceforth because it just works magic for my hair. And then again, the process is super easy, so just go ahead, use whatever you have to use. Just make sure your hair is has moisture in it. Never detangle your hair while it's still dry and brittle. By that, you'll just have a lot of breakage on your hair. You won't retain your hair length, you won't see hair growth. You'll always be asking yourself, after all these processes that I do, why is my hair not growing? But the culprit is always in how you manage or how you take care of your hair, the things that you do while you work on your hair. So just make sure you go ahead and follow all these processes. They are not a lot, and they are not also hard. They are just simple practices that will help you retain your hair growth. If you have that hair goal that you want to reach, in no time, I assure you, you will reach that goal, because all hairs do grow. The only thing that makes you not see your hair length is breakage, and breakage occurs due to the things, or for lack of a better word, due to the practices that you do on your hair, how you maintain your hair, how you comb it out, how you style it. Also, some hairstyles are culprits in hair breakage. For example, I have some people who do come to me and maybe DM me saying they have the problems with their hairlines and whatnot. The hair is thinning out, they don't see volume. And when you inquire further, you will realize that it's because of their hairstyles. They are always having tight hairstyles installed in their hair. Maybe at the hairline, if you install the tight hairstyles, the baby hairs won't be able to withstand all that tension. So instead, they just break out. The poor baby hairs will just break out due to the tension caused. So in those cases, I advise maybe you can look out at your protective hairstyles, because some are not protective as they claim to be. Then you can also just work on your hair. Just have a routine love on your hair, give it that tender love and care that it needs. Do all these just like I know most ladies have skincare routine, why not have a hair care routine in addition to your protective hairstyles? Girls, do you know that hair care is also dependent on how you care for your hair while in the protective hairstyles? Let's say you moisturize your hair, you give it all that good care, you protect your scalp, just ensuring that it is healthy. But also again, how you protect your hair from damage while they are in the hairstyles. And that's where the certain products come in during your hair care. Certain products such as satin bonnets whenever you go to sleep, it is an essential part. You never go to bed without a satin bonnet. And by satin bonnet, I mean quality satin bonnets, not the cheap street bonnets or the cheap store-bought bonnets. Those are detrimental to your hair. Instead, they cause a lot more damage to your hair. You'd rather go to sleep without the satin bonnets instead of the street bonnets. Another thing that you can do is, while you have your hair in a protective style and you want to tie it up or maybe style it, use certain products to style it. Use you will say that I'm promoting my business at this point, but yeah, it's okay. My business, I do sell the satin bonnets, I do sell the satin scrunchies that you can use to hold your hair up. Guys, I promise and I can vouch for these products. They do help in caring for your hair, because satin ensures that you don't lose moisture from your hair. Satin also ensures that your hair is glides on a smooth surface, so there's no friction on your hair. And if there's no friction on your hair, there won't be any hair breakage, or it will be minimal, right? And it will also help you protect your hair. So I do sell these satin bonnets if you'd want to have any. Oh my god, I'm just looking at the hair length at this point. It's super cute. Anyways, so I do have satin bonnets, reversible satin bonnets, satin scrunchies, and they're super cute, super colorful. You will love them. I also have satin pillowcases. Just any hair accessory that is made of satin, you can reach out to me and you will get all of that good stuff. So I know I have talked and talked and talked. I hope I haven't bored you. Anyways, at this point, my routine is I'm just continuing with the process. I'm just loving how this okra water is doing magic to my hair. I have it's super easy for me to work on my hair using the okra water, this DIY detangler, guys. Though I had a lot of shed hair come out, but I can assure you there was minimal breakage. There's a way you can tell shed hair from hair that is broken, right? I didn't have a lot of hair that broke off. I had a lot of shed hair, but shed hair is a good and nice thing, right? All hairs shed. So if you don't have any shed hair when you take out your protective styles, that's not a good sign at all. And I also realized that I had a lot of split ends, which I will be trimming my hair. It's a long time since I had my hair trimmed. I think more than 6 months. Yeah. I think I'll trim my hair before I put on another long-term protective hairstyle, because my hair is never out. If you know me, my hair is never out. My hair is always in a protective hairstyle, because again, working on my hair is also another stress. So I prefer to just tuck it out, let it do its thing, let it thrive on its own. then take it out and just continue this cycle. So yeah, this is me. I'm just going ahead continuing the whole process. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. And just look at that hair. Oh my god, I love my hair volume and I love my hair length, despite the fact that it has stunted for a long while now. I think I'll start a hair challenge. I want to grow my hair to my waist length in 1 year. Is that possible? Let's see how that will go. That's a challenge that I am willing to take on, and I know I will do it all. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and continue all that good stuff. And this is what I have after all the detangling process. After everything, I just have my hair all out and I'm just loving it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, and this is all the hair that I had shaved. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video, for staying to this, and kindly make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that comment section too, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.